My name is Grant, and this is the Video Boys review for the movie Octopussy. David, it's time to review Octopussy.
Is that the one where James Bond dresses up like a clown?
Yes.
I don't want to do it. Why can't Aaron do it? Aaron was supposed to do it.
Because Aaron is sick.
Alright, fine. Okay, so the opening scene where Bond flies an airplane is pretty cool, but the rest of the movie kinda sucks.
Yeah, I agree. This movie has a lot of potential, but it never really works the way it's supposed to. A lot of the circus stuff kind of takes away from the imminent danger of Bond's situation.
Yeah, and Bond dresses up like a clown.
Exactly. There's a nuclear bomb about to go off and kill everybody, but the fact that Bond is dressed this way is really distracting to the scene. This climactic moment would actually be really innovative if it weren't for Bond's disguise here. I mean, we've never really had a climax where innocent people are in danger before.
Haven't we?
Well, okay, it's arguable, but usually Bond's showdowns take place in the villain's hideout and not a public place with people around.
Yeah, and no one believes him because he's a clown. I mean, Bond should have dressed up as a security guard or in his regular suit. But who's gonna believe a clown?
General, there's a bomb in that cannon.
Sure, where else would a bomb be? Great clown, man.
I'm deadly serious. I'm a British agent.
The plot of this movie has a lot of cartoonish elements, too.
So, in this scene, M tells Bond that he has to find Easter eggs that were stolen from a dead 00 clown.
This leads to a counterfeiting operation that places Bond against an evil Russian general who plans to cause chaos in the West by detonating a nuclear bomb.
You surely can't be inviting a full-scale nuclear war. What happens when the US retaliates?
Against whom?
So Bond is off to India to set things right.
It's a charming tune.
He meets a professional tennis player who was famous at the time, and he uses his racket to get out of trouble.
Game, set, and match.
Gosh, he's such a bad actor. Look how he's smiling like that in all of his scenes.
Well, he's got plenty to smile about. This movie is good publicity for him.
There's also this interesting scene. Here, hunters are in the jungle hunting Bond down like an animal. This scene seems like it's going to be really cool, but once again, Octopussy finds a way to ruin something good. First, a puppet tiger surprises Bond, and then this happens.
Sit.
Then, a snake crawls on Bond while he's trying to hide, and Bond says,
Hiss off.
"Hiss off."
Hiss off.
Then, Bond sees the perfect opportunity to discreetly escape his hunters. What the heck was that? What was the purpose of them adding that sound clip?
It seems that every Bond villain has a henchman who has super strength. This time it's this guy. Here we see him grind a pair of dice into dust. And that's it. That's the only feat of strength he does for the whole movie. So, does he really have super strength? Maybe he's just really responsible with his powers.
But in all fairness, the second act of this movie does have a lot of cool spy stuff, and the main villain is fairly decent.
Yeah, he's much classier than other villains, and he takes the time to have dinner with Bond and explain his intentions to him. He doesn't play around, like he takes time to lock Bond in his room, because he knows Bond has a history of being quite a snoop.
Yeah, and the character of Octopussy is actually a really good Bond girl, and she has a lot of chemistry with Roger Moore.
Yeah, I like her cheekbones.
But the main problem with this movie is that it tries to tie a classic Bond story with too much silly humor. And while comedy does have its place in this series, Octopussy just fails to find a healthy balance that works for it. And so, in the final analysis,
Bond and clowns just don't mix.
Octopussy. Octopussy.
He said it!